NFL, obviously you embrace that physicality. Where did that start? Where does that mentality come from?
I'll probably say it started my second year at Georgia. When I was there, I mean, my first year, it was a good year, I'll say. Really didn't get the targets I wanted, so, I just had to embrace my role somehow on the offense. So, I just really took it upon blocking and tried to be the most physical guy on the field at the time. So,
How about as you were coming up through football? I mean, did you always have that, or were you more? Did you start out as a wide receiver? Did you start out, where did it begin?
So yeah, I kind of bounced around with position-wise. Like I started with running back, and I think next year left tackle, and then receiver throughout. But also played DN, both sides of the ball my whole life. But I guess I kind of always had that in a way. But yeah.
Which offensive tackle do you idolize coming up as a child coming up?
Honestly, as a kid, I never really watched football, so I really can't tell
You
you.
call yourself 6'0" lineman. Does that say that on your license plate?
On my like on my car?
Yeah.
Nah.
Didn't Thomas say that?
Nah. It's around like in my Instagram bio, something like that.
What kind of extra work do you do to improve your blocking? Like when you kind of had to adapt it to be a bigger part of your game. What did all that take?
I say it for sure came with the footwork part. Like even though if you dominate a guy or get a pancake, you may not have the best of footwork. But I mean, coming from college, it's not this level. So I understand when I first got here, like I may look like I was the best blocking tight end, whatever it may be in college. But then when I got here, I was like, whoa, I got a lot of work to do. I seen myself in film and just going over it with coach and just cleaned up my footwork mainly.
What's it look like when you sit back and you think, I got to work on that, I got to work on being a better receiver? Tight end is one of those unique positions where you have to do so many things.
You said, what does it look like?
Yeah, like as far as all the tasks that you have to accomplish to get better.
I just say attention to detail. Always go back to fundamentals. Sometimes it just may slip our minds, but really just going back to the basics.
In Vegas?
Yes, sir. Born and raised in Vegas.
What's that like? I mean, I can't imagine. I've been there as a tourist.
For me, I think for every Vegas person who was actually born there, what makes Vegas is people who's not from there or who's just visiting. Like me, I never went out in Vegas, so I can't really tell you how is that like. For me, I was just inside all the day, all the time, or at the park playing basketball or something.
Darnell, I saw you catch a pass from Kenny today, and how much do you think that your size could help this offense in terms of the mismatches you can create against other opposing defenses?
I feel like every great offense has a mismatch person on their offense, and I feel like just added me to this offense, additional person. The Steelers always had a great receivers. I mean, you guys had my dog GP last season and things like that. So you guys always had the skill, talent, but just adding a bigger physical person, if that makes sense, to the offense just improves it.
You're talking about your blocking, and one of the things the Steelers do a lot is with younger tight ends. Like, okay, let's put him on the sled, see how he does. How do you feel like you did? And how was it like sort of being able to stack yourself up there against some NFL guys?
You saw on the sled?
Yeah.
You saying like how do I think I did?
Yeah. It's like a day one thing where they're like, oh, let's see where he really is. You know what I mean?
We did lots of sled work at Georgia. It was like once a week at least, sometimes 2 or 3. So sled, I'm not gonna say I kind of grew up on it, but in a way I kind of did. Even in high school I used a sled, so I'm kind of familiar with it in a way. But I think I did pretty good for a rook. I'm gonna still say things to clean up, but yeah.
Well, linemen have Roderick carrying all the helmets. Vet tight ends got you doing anything as a rookie?
So far, I know I still got the rookie dinner coming up. I do got snacks in the room, so kind of just keep the room stacked up with snacks.
What kind of snacks do you get?
Kind of just whatever they request. Just some things on top of my head like Doritos, mixed nuts, and cheese, and things like that. But that's just so far. I'm not really sure what's in store down the road. But
favorite Dorito flavor?
Me, I'm not really a Dorito person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Going back to Desert Farm.
Yes, sir.
Big rivalry.
For us, as my years got along, like my third senior year, I say it started to because we moved up a conference, and then we were like just, I say we were more talented. They just had like a better all-around team. But when it came to like 7-on-7, we beat them in pool play before, and then they beat us as well. So I say, as my time progressed.
That's where all the guys come.
Couple more. Yeah.
I mean, they even took UNLV head coach coming.
Yeah.
I think I saw on your Instagram you trained doing like some boxing type
Yeah.
of stuff, right? So, what got you into that? What do you get from that?
I always did boxing growing up. So I done it. Let me see when I first started. I say my 7th, 8th grade year I started it, and it's just always been a thing. Good cardio, and I mean it helps with footwork. Little do people know, so good cardio, good footwork, and I mean it's just something I like to do, enjoy.
Are there other like side sports that you kind of do to keep yourself in shape?
Yeah, basketball. I used to do a lot. Like I mentioned, I'm an indoor dude, or if I'm not, I'm on the court playing basketball, boxing, and I did track. Those two.
What does he try shooting like that so far? So do you think you could pick up off him just running routes? It seems like he's pretty polished in that area.
Yeah, I mean, I never really watched the NFL growing up, like I mentioned. But when I first saw Pat in person running his routes, I was just like, he's super fluent. That's like where I want to be, like, as in and out of breaks, as in just releasing, as in everything he do when it comes to running routes. So I was just like, he's super polished. So one of the best talents that I've seen in person running routes. But yeah, I mean,
Can you learn that, or is that just natural?
I feel like it really comes with repetition. The more you do it, the better more fluent you are, and just working on in and out of breaks and things like that. I feel like hopefully I learn it. That's my goal.
Darnell, I saw you lining up last week outside of Broderick Jones. How much do you think that comfort, just you guys being next to each other again, can help translate to the NFL?
With me and Broderick on the same side, I know we got lots of chemistry. I mean, sometimes he'd be funny, like I just got memories with him, but it's a good feeling, man, just to be on his side again and just to be on the same team as him.
Thank you.